things I would like happening is to be able to work with dropouts from school. So by the time a child reaches the 8th standard, the child is already struggling with studies by and large, because it does get tough and not every child is equipped to handle it. So what I'd like to do is look at these children who have dropped out of school and who don't know what to do, who are feeling like they're good for nothing, who are made to feel like that, to be able to see what skill can we give them, what is that art or craft that we can revive in the process, what is that traditional knowledge system we'd like to pass on, which is possible to find within the region. Could be something that is thriving, or it could be something that's on its way out. But for us to identify that, what is that wisdom which the village elders hold, but which is not getting imparted, because it is quite like a seed. If it's not planted for 2 seasons, it's gone. We've lost it. Right now, one of the things we're doing is we have 10 friends who've got together, and we decided that all of us were inclined towards organic farming. And we said each one of us has some talent or the other. So why don't we pick up agricultural land and look at what is that individual dream that we might want to foster, which can fall within the purview of a collective vision. I think the real India is in its villages, and it's important that we reach out to the real India and see what those struggles of real India are, in order to keep us alive in the urban centers. I mean, the food that we eat is not coming from urban India. It is coming from rural India. And I think it's high time we sat up and noticed it. It's only when you work out in the sun you learn the value of shade and a tree. Yeah. If all of us had to work out in the sun, I don't think we'd cut trees the way we're cutting trees. We don't experience it, na? Yeah. We're sitting in our air-conditioned rooms. You know those sticks you saw there?
Yes.
Those 2 there? Now that's very good for building up nitrogen in the soil, and it gets these yellow and orangish flowers.
Okay.
And it's very good for the soil. We can retain traditional knowledge systems, and where there is this need for newness or progress, let's look at it and let's see if it is something that is sustainable, if it is something that actually doesn't harm the environment in which we live and on which we depend, on which our children are going to depend. How do we rope in children to value the birds in their environment? How do we value that? How do we take pride in it? How do we get city bumpkins to come and actually learn about it from them? Whatever is the flora and fauna of that area, how do we actually keep that alive? So I think it would do well for Swarajya's young readers to follow their heart and to do a reality check on whatever it is that one is thinking about, one is doing, or one is feeling. Is it something that's wholesome for the earth? Because if that is in place, then the values and everything else will fall in place. One doesn't need to worry about the wholesomeness of any endeavor taken up.